Mr. Carr he's got a restraining order on me. This person seems to find out where I'm at 24/7.
He has one
Because
against
you're on
you.
a probation
He has
officer.
a restraining order against me since September 11th, actually August 22nd of 1995. This defendant has called my house, has been in front of my house,
That is
has
not
called
true.
my work. I have proof right here.
That is not true, Your Honor.
I have 5 police reports for violation of the restraining order from Mr. Carr. Mr. Carr has
they're
even
all
sent me a
falsified.
letter.
So he got a restraining order against you, and
Right.
you say he keeps trying
He
to
broke his own
contact
restraining
you.
order, right.
How do you think that
with
he
papers
got
from the court, Your
How do
Honor.
you think, Mr. Tate, that he got to this park, Griffin Park? Is that the name of the park?
Well, as he stated, he didn't even know we were going. Like he told the police officer, he told him he went to go meet with the suspect, which
No,
I'm supposed
that
to be
is
the
a
suspect. Here it is right
mistake in
here.
there.
Mr. Carr says victim lives in San Diego, was in LA visiting friends. Victim went to Griffith Park to meet with the suspect. The defendant literally came around, act like he was leaving, parked, I'd say about 45 feet away, then stood there for about 20 minutes, got in his car, decided to pass my car, backed up, and drove face to face with me. My car facing with the driver's side going forward, his facing in.
So tell me about the fight.
The fight happened when Mr. Carr opened the car door. After I turned to
Until
face
you got out and
my
attacked
witness
me.
here, we were sitting here talking, he was trying to tell me something. A few minutes later, the door flew open. I stepped out of the car. I told him, what are you doing touching the car? You don't own this. Mr. Carr then was in my face. I then pushed Mr. Carr.
Okay, so you pushed him.
Yes.
And what happened when you
Okay,
pushed him?
after I pushed Mr. Carr, he came back at me. I then threw him on his car because he wouldn't stop. Mr. Carr rolled off the front of his car, hit the license plate, and on the ground in the dirt area. I then took my right or left hand and had it around his neck because he was kicking, he wouldn't stop. I told him, look, I don't want to hurt you. I don't know why you're messing with me. Leave me alone. I knew I was on probation. I didn't want to have anything to do with this defendant.
When he came up to the car and he spoke to you about some money, which he did, correct?
Correct.
Did he make any other threats to you?
The only threat was,
weren't
I better,
threats, Your
he
Honor.
asked
They
me
were
to pay the
statements
money
that I
back. I
had
told him to take him to
already
small claims court.
reported
He
him.
told me to watch my back.
What'd you report him to all these people for, sir?
Because it is a civic duty to do something like that.
It's this way.
So,
because
did you
it's-
have this,
because
just Mr. Carr,
because
did
this
you
man had
have this
also-
pang of civic conscience when you were together or when you
I didn't know
separated?
about it until after we were broken up.
So at that point, after
and
he,
at that point,
that
I filed a
inspired
small
your civic
claims.
responsibility. Assuming, for the sake of my ruling, that your stars joined that evening in the park and you just happened to be in all other places in the universe in the same parking lot in the same park at the same time, which I find a little strange, but assuming that happened,
It's the truth.
you, sir, instigated this fight. I'm not saying that you didn't participate in this fight. I absolutely believe that you sustained injuries as a result of this fight. You instigated it. You started it. I don't believe for 1 minute that you made these reports about your former friend as a result of any civic responsibility. That's a lot of baloney, sir. You started up with him verbally. And then I believe that you opened the car door, his car door. And I believe you, sir, that you put your hands on him first to push him away. And then there was a fight. Now, a fight doesn't necessarily have to be compensated. You two people had a fight because you're counterclaiming for $4,000. You were both wrong. You should have just left the park. You didn't have to get involved with him. You, sir, get over it.
I've been over it, Your Honor.
I don't
the
think
only thing
so.
I'm
I
not
don't think
over
so.
is him stealing the
Get-
money from me.
Get over it. The judgment of this court is you two people had a fight. You were both guilty. The case is dismissed. The counterclaim is dismissed. Thank you. That's all.